So, what's interesting in my job, I'm blessed to meet people all over the city for different occasions. And that day, as I come down to a meeting, not really knowing what I'm coming to, I walk into this very room and there's Tyson. And he's such an engaging, dynamic young man. And as we sat down and we started talking about the cave, and I started hearing about his passion and what he did in being pushed around collecting coins for something that had such an impact on him, and he wanted to pass that on to somebody else. I don't know how you couldn't help but be moved. I know I was.
Oh yeah, buddy, to the Bat Cave with all your spare change. 11-year-old Tyson Copeland of Gilbert is paying it forward. Last year we told you about his fundraising efforts to help the Colten Cowell Foundation build a Bat Cave for sick kids all around the valley. He has had so much fun doing this that he's now trying to fill 2,000 jars with coins to build an even bigger Bat Cave.
People started to fill jars with every loose penny and change.
The way he framed it for me in such an innocent way was that it just gave people a break. It made those that are facing challenges in life take a moment of respite. And what really framed it for me in the conversation was having his mom there and looking into her eyes and understanding the pain that any parent feels when your child isn't physically well. And then to see what that coin drive actually resulted in, and to see that Tyson's vision was realized with so much money, and just watching the money be counted. And at that time, James Holmes was part of this Public Affairs Bureau team, and he also had the passion for it. It was the right people coming together at the right time for something that was incredibly powerful. I've been honored to serve as a Phoenix police officer for almost 30 years, and sadly during that time I've experienced a lot of loss on the department. And John was always committed to making a difference in his community, and then getting married and having children, and then ultimately losing his life doing something that he loves. When I see an organization like Colten Cowell, when I see a man like Charles Keller, who gives so much of himself so selflessly to give back, and when it hits so close to home like it does for me, when it's a family member of a fallen, that's what really warms the heart. In this profession, I've seen a lot of sadness, but when you can see those moments of joy, and that come in the innocence of a child and through the eyes of a parent who also is experiencing the loss of their partner, it means a lot. People look at police officers and think our job is to put bad guys in jail. No, our job is community safety. Our job is giving back. We all get into this profession because we want to serve. And the officers that volunteer down at the cave, they are the best of what we have as a department because they want to serve. And most of them will tell you, and Dave Nicholson is a perfect example, he doesn't want any recognition. In fact, he would rather fly under the radar. As police officers, we don't volunteer, we don't coach, we don't teach, we don't do these things because we want recognitions, because we want to give back, because we understand how blessed we are to do what we do. That's why I'm so proud of those officers that go down to the cave. They do it because most of them are parents, some grandparents, but it's all about our community. The cave is our community, and it's members of our community that really need maybe a little bit of extra love and extra attention. And that's what the Phoenix Police Department is about. And that's part of the Phoenix Police Department that a lot of people don't see. So I'm unapologetic in my assertion that the Phoenix Police Department is the best department in the nation. I'll say that to anybody, and I think that our officers will back that up as evidenced by those that volunteer there. And I love this city. I'm one of those rare breeds. I'm an actual Phoenix native. I was born just a few miles from here at St. Joseph's Hospital. I've chosen to raise my family here. I'm very committed to this community. So when I first met Tyson and we first met, and I understood the mission of Colten Cowell, and then this vision of building this monument to compassion on a scale that will provide so much more to even more families, that will give them, I talk about that respite, but give them that joy during a challenging time, that makes me so proud of our city. And knowing that I get to be part of that, that makes me feel 10 feet tall.